Welcome to the present moment. Thank you for your precious, precious attention. What's got your attention? So, rumour has it that the world is going through a huge transformation. Have you noticed? I've had the pleasure of hanging out with various humans around the world who, are navigating the place and space of this huge paradigm-breaking moment in human history. Obviously, something is going to change, right? Something has been changing. It's never going to go back to the same. So where is it going? Where are we going to land? And so there's this flavor of transformation in the air. Now, like in the when it comes to going on a retreat or doing something for yourself, like a fast or a healing retreat or whatever it is, because you want to stretch yourself and grow yourself, sometimes the word transformation can be considered sort of a little bit glamorous, spiritually speaking, a bit glamorous, like, transforming, like it's just like this, breaking out of a world that's too small for you and actually making lasting change. But really, underneath the glamour of transformation is nothing but sheer violence, And so as I contemplate this global transformation, one thing I know for sure is that transformation is very different to change. Change is when, like we rearrange the furniture or paint over something or, change my hair, bit of change, but transformation, if you're going to transform something, you really sort of tear everything about what used to be down to the ground, and then we reform with a new vision in mind. Transformation is a absolute, begins with demolition, actually. And you can't help but feel like in the global climate of all things non-nounness that there is a transformation in the air. The whispers of the financial system going to collapse, all of the things that we knew about global travel for a while there collapsed. And, there's obviously our world is starting to birth a new thing. And so what I wanted to share today, because I'm finding that in a lot of my one-on-ones and even the group class, like one of the big conversations that just keeps emerging for people during this time is I'm doing okay, and I've got growing pains, but I'm navigating it pretty well. But I watch other people around me who are really wobbling because they don't have an interest in any sort of mindful practice or spirituality or what it takes to actually navigate the energetic storms of emotions and thoughts, and when there's huge plot twists and all of that stuff. And so lots of people are feeling bad for the people around them who are not equipped. But what I wanted to encourage in you, because I imagine that if you're watching one of my videos and you're clearly like an uplifter of sorts, you're interested in this content, you're interested in consciousness and growing yourself and all of that stuff, like you are one of the answers during this time in human history. And our job during this time is to actually just hold the space and to know that the nature of transformation really is violent. Like there's no dodging the disruption of the status quo in order for something greater to emerge. My favoriteest teacher in the whole world, Reverend Michael Beckwith, he says that pain pushes until vision pulls. And think about that. How many times did your life have to start really hurting before you decided to truly make a change? To actually start to transform. Because, usually change is inconvenient for us, isn't it? It's like, it's not that bad. You sort of keep making peace with things. Those first, murmurs of, something being uncomfortable or, wanting to change something, if you ignore them long enough, they just get louder and louder and louder until it hurts so much you get an eventual bitch slap from the universe where like, you get a diagnosis or there's some sort of crisis that like makes you, okay, now I've got to change it up big time. Transformation, the nature of transformation is this sort of pain pushing us so much, until that new vision pulls. And so for all of you amazing humans out there that are really holding space for people who are wobbling, may you hold that space with true love and compassion. Not everybody has the same toolbox. Not everyone's asking the correct questions for transformation. They're asking questions like, why me? Woe is me? Like, ugh. Our job is to hold a like a stake in the ground vibrationally, knowing with great trust that on the other side of the violence of transformation, something greater emerges every single time. That's the story of the caterpillar, right? The caterpillar, starts to make a cocoon or a chrysalis, I'm sure the caterpillar thinks it's quite clever when it's doing that. It's an evolutionary pull, it's making it do this thing. And scientists have shown that when you close up that like cocoon, the chrysalis, the actual DNA of the caterpillar starts to panic. There's some sort of panic molecule that happens, and the emerging butterfly DNAs try to take over, but the caterpillar keeps killing it off because it doesn't want to change. But the transformation is imminent, and so the caterpillar eventually yields to the emerging DNA, and then what emerges is an amazing butterfly. This thing's got wings, but this is not a worm that just grew wings. This is a worm, a little caterpillar that actually become a liquid, full destruction, demolition. It's like the Kali god, or the tower in the tarot cards. It's like, we're going to tear this thing down, and that looks violent, it's painful, and it's uncomfortable. But when we hold a space of willingness of, okay, yeah, this is for the highest good, then it's you suffer less on the way down, and then the re-emergence comes with this elegance and grace. So whether that's what's going on for you, or if you're holding space, watching that happening for other people, just know through the energy and the vibration of your trust, knowing that life always, the flower will bloom eventually. Just hold that vision. May you be pulled by a vision, and hold that space, because it's a very beneficial energy during this time. And I give thanks for the role that you're playing. Big loves, richest nows. Thanks for sharing all the videos and uplifting all the people. See you in amongst it.